Good evening, everyone. For the first time ever, the House Ways and Means Committee has voted on an anti-discrimination bill, often called the Add the Words bill. This evening, the committee made up of Republicans voted 6-1 to bring the bill to a full hearing.
Now, this is something that activists with the Add the Words campaign have been rallying for the past 9 sessions. Local News 8's Bree Clark is live at the Broadway Bridge in Idaho Falls. And Bree, the Add the Words campaign was there today rallying for this very thing.
That's right, Jay. Carroll, activists were right here on this bridge earlier today here in Idaho Falls, and that was before the legislature made its announcement. Today, they're trying to figure out if they're going to continue their rallies because they want to see those words, sexual orientation and gender equality, put into the Human Rights Act.
Well, we just keep carrying on. We know we have to be patient, and eventually we feel we'll be heard.
Today, human rights activists begin their weekly rally. They say after countless letters and pleas to lawmakers, it's time for Add the Words activists to continue their campaign.
The reason we saw more last year is just people were realizing that they were not being heard.
After years of trying to get legislators with no success, activists decided to start making their presence known with peaceful protests at the state capitol.
It was the 8th year last year, and it wasn't working. So people in Boise felt that they needed to make something that was more impactful.
But the protests weren't only in Boise. Activists in Idaho Falls worked to sway them as well.
This needs to be on a state level. Local communities around the state have passed non-discrimination ordinances, but that doesn't cover everybody.
The LGBT community and their supporters say they want rights to protect them from unequal treatment, unfair wages, and discrimination, something they say they are getting closer to every time they speak up.
I do believe that it made an impact last year. I think people were hearing.
But hearing still didn't sway legislators as the last session ended without addressing this cause. So this year the campaign continues across the state.
We here do care too. There are people here who care. It's often considered to be very conservative here, but we want to say, hey, there's some people here who care about this issue.
Although a hearing has been set to consider the bill, demonstrators say that they still plan to meet right here on this bridge, the Broadway Bridge here in Idaho Falls, every Wednesday at noon until the legislature either adjourns or decides that they're actually going to make some good movement and honest movement on this bill. Live here at the Broadway Bridge in Idaho Falls, I'm Bree Clark.
All right, thank you, Bree. There haven't been any statements from lawmakers on the issue before today.
Well, time now to check